Have you been called at any time that you won money and probably you had to first deposit some money to be able to get your gifts? Have you been frauded in any way through mobile money? Today, we bring you a topic that is going to give you details, talk about how you can avoid being defrauded through mobile money.
Yes, so our topic for today is mobile money fraud and the theft tricks that are underlying in that trade. So let's listen to our story for today, and we see how we can pick some pointers out of the experiences shared by these people.
My name is Jasper Gava. Sometime back, I had saved my money, and that money had accumulated to big sums of money. A lady came to me. This lady wanted me to help her that there are some people who are calling themselves to be MTN guys that this lady had won 5 million and a car. So this lady, these guys from MTN wanted 340,000 to deposit on their account so that they can give her the money. So, but unfortunately they didn't have the money. So I happened to help her with that money. Because this lady had told me that if that deal works, would share. She give me half of the money. So I helped her. After helping her, when the people who were calling themselves from MTN received the money, they blocked us. We kept on calling them. These guys couldn't pick the phone. So after we discovered that these guys were our fairy. So from there, the lesson I learned is that for me, I will never even deal with anything using my money that I don't understand.
One time I got a call. Someone told me that I had won over 5 million. After saying that, he told me like it would require 50,000 Ugandan shillings in order to actually get the 5 million. So he gave me a number, he gave me his number so that I could deposit that amount on mobile money, then get the 5 million. So what I did, I first asked my colleagues, and then they were like, this guy sounds serious. And they told me there is some kind of project, those kind of things that happen, and people get actually real money, they win money. So it sounded like a good deal. So what I did, I got the 50,000, I deposited it, and as soon as I deposited it, I tried to call him to confirm whether he even got the 50,000. That's when I knew that I was fooled in the first place, because he blocked my number and put me in blacklist. So I couldn't access any of his contacts. I didn't have his location. So I got one lesson here, that I should get clarity and I should get the location of the person that calls you, where he's calling from, before I actually invest in some money to get the other money that I hope to win. And to some point I learned that free things aren't actually free. They are costly. So that's what I learned, and not to trust people that easily.
Welcome back. Have you heard that? It can happen to anyone. It can happen to any one of us out there that thinks possibly you are wiser than the next person. You know, this excitement that comes from believing that you have won something. It can happen to anyone. You receive this phone call at that moment when you're really broke and someone is calling you, you have won X amount of money, you have won X million. That excitement can make someone not think twice before running in for this reward.
The excitement is just normal, like anytime you receive a gift or someone tells you, you know what, I'm bringing you a gift, the excitement that you always have. What I don't know is how many times does someone give you a gift, or before giving you that gift you have to first pay.
And they tell you, deposit with us 50,000 and then you'll win 2 million. The moment someone tells you, first give us some money before you get anything, it can be a reward, it can be a job, because they also do that for jobs, job opportunities, it can be whatever it is, think twice. Now, one of the key advice that we give people now, for example, with mobile money, we urge you, make a phone call, go online, get the phone number, customer care number to Airtel, MTN, whatever company they tell you this reward is from, call them. Find out if any of such a campaign is happening. Get linked to the right people to ask these questions so that you're sure that is this really true or isn't it true before you start sending your money to these guys.
There's
Some
a
of
common
them-
proverb in Luganda that wakulu omunene wabera omunene. Literally meaning these guys are so innovative. Every day, every minute, every time they are initiating something new tricks, new strategies, new everything. As you can see from Tilda and Ivan, the problem is excitement. So let's keep alert. Let's keep alert. Let's be steady. Let's give a second thought. Relax. Think about it. Why would someone give me 1 million needs me to pay for 500 or needs me to pay 50?
Now, leave that aside. Some people are too generous. I don't know how someone just calls you and say, you know what, I've had an accident. Can you please send me 100,000? From nowhere, you don't know the person you're talking to. Or you just receive a message. Please, I've sent this amount of money to your mobile number accidentally. And before you even check your account balance, you just send money to that kind of person.
And yet they send you a message.
Yes.
And you can't think through to say that, this message is from a number, it's not from the mobile network operator.
Something is a bit tricky. I don't know how they get to know some of the people that you're close to. You know, you have a friend called Teddy. And from nowhere someone calls you and say, I'm Teddy, please ABCD has happened to me. Can you kindly send me this amount of money?
A reason I said always be alert. The moment someone calls, I'm Teddy, and they're using a different number, relax. After that, you say I'm going to send. After the call, call Teddy and find out.
Yes.
You called me, told me I have an accident. Do you really need my 100? You find out that your friend Teddy is in a comfort zone, is very fine, and is a different what? Teddy. It's all about being alert. And think twice, and do not get excited. Remember, free things are expensive.
Another instance that usually happens is when someone loses their mobile phone.
Yes.
And then someone goes through their contacts, says this is their sister,
Yes.
this is their brother, and then from there they call those people requesting for money.
The
Yeah.
easiest, every time it happens to you that you've lost your line, you've lost your phone, call the customer care center and tell them I've lost my phone, kindly block, because someone can use your same SIM card to do fraud, either to your family members, to your relatives, or your friends. So the moment you lose your line, your SIM card, call the respectable channels of either MTN, Airtel, whichever line you're using, and make sure your line is blocked.
What is the take home that someone takes from this conversation? One, there isn't any campaign that can go on without the telecommunication companies getting involved.
Yes.
And they always put all this information through the media, through the newspapers, on TV. So before you let out your money to be able to receive a given gift that you've been promised, kindly find out if the communication company is carrying out such kind of a campaign. Let's look at today's quote and learn something from it.
From the quote, you can typically realize that the money you get from theft does not live longer. It takes away your honor, takes away your respect in public. In case you are caught, the cameras on TVs everywhere, you go to the prison, how will you explain that to your kids
But
or
definitely,
grandkids?
Alex, we cannot live on the mercy of the person who is stealing the money. Do they even care? Do they even have the moral authority to think that what I'm doing is wrong? The responsibility comes back to you, the person. Why should you be in quest to get free things?
Yes.
You need to know that there is no free money.
Yeah.
It shows that I'm indirectly interested in fraud.
Yes.
Because I want to get richer without investing, without planning. Someone has promised me 1 billion, I put 50. So that's fraud instead. Even on the both sides. You yourself till they're involved in the fraud because you want the 1 billion.
It's actually greed. Our greed
Greed.
pushes us to succumb to that fraud
And the
circumstance.
main cause of evil in this global is what?
it.
Yeah.
Share with us any experience where you've been a victim of fraud, either with mobile money or any other way, and we'll be able to share it here with you. You don't know, we'll save a life. Keep it, be money wiser. Next time, make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, on Twitter, Facebook, and look out for our previous episodes on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, comment, and like. Bye-bye.